Hello, chat. Welcome in, everyone. Hello, Zeeks. Hello, Nan Reader. Hello. Ooh, I gotta scroll up. Hello, John. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's new? What's happening? It involves a roux, so why does that not shock me? I don't know, you're making your own curry paste by cooking the veggies down, because I don't think that's really, like, I'm gonna give my veggies some good cook, but... Regretting not getting a thing of celery. Could have used some celery tonight. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I could throw some potato in mine tonight, but I'm gonna avoid doing that just because I feel like you add. My timer died on me. I feel like I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe my raising, I don't know what it is. But I feel like you throw potato in something that's also got biscuits sort of as a component, that sort of like double starch thing going on. I'm not a fan. Cheers, chat. Thank you for joining in with me. So I'm actually not going to start with dinner tonight. I'm gonna start with dinner on Sunday night. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Work the way I want it to. All right. Starting with pizza dough. Starting with pizza. Oh, there's definitely going to be stew tonight, but that's... And battery died in that. I guess we'll volume measure it tonight. Just a touch of sugar here, mostly to get the yeast to wake up. Use the last of my yeast in my container here. So the plan here for the dough is going to be sort of a three-part project. I'm going to start the fermentation tonight. I'm going to allow it to ferment on the counter here until this evening. This evening before I go to bed, I'll take it off of the counter and throw it in the fridge. Tomorrow at some point, I will come back. I will divide it into which should be about 4 different pizzas. I'll look at the dough size and judge compared to my stone how much I want. But it should be about 4. And then ball those up and freeze 2 of them and put 2 of them in the refrigerator for Sunday. Measure out 4 cups of flour here while that yeast wakes up. Need to go back to the local flour mill. I bought this bag of double O flour just to tide me over. But I need AP flour too. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so I'm reserving about a cup of flour to add into this in a little bit later. This recipe's a little bit no knead pizza dough. It's a little, there is kneading involved, but not as much as there would be otherwise. It's like it's exploding. But they're not really alive. They're really sort of fungi. I'm going to call that alive though. So I'm going to give that a little bit more of a mix-up. Mushrooms more like humans than any other veggie. Hi, Buns. So this is going to make what I hope to be a somewhat wet dough. Like I said, I'm reserving a cup worth of flour to knead in when I do the kneading that I'm going to. Right now we're just going to mix this until I don't think we have any major clumps of flour left. Thank you for the follow, Sir Henry. Okay, so we're going to allow this to do its thing for a while. I'll try and remember to come back to this at the end of the stream, but basically, after several hours of hanging out like this and fermenting, I'm going to add the last cup of flour in there, give it a good hand kneading on the counter, and then, like I said, refrigerate it, break it up tomorrow. Keep adding steps that I forgot to say the first time. Dough project number 2 tonight. Flour. I should leave that out. I didn't put the flour away, chat. I thought about it. Cornmeal. Fine ground cornmeal. Arguably corn flour. Salt. pepper. I've mentioned this before. I like pepper in my biscuits. Especially if they're going to go with chicken. Think that's enough pepper, chat? Bit of cayenne. Bit of paprika. Cloves. Little hint of sugar in there too. I'd say it was maybe 2 teaspoons. I already opened this. Nope, it's a full stick. Full stick of butter. Bought a different brand of butter they do thick quarter-pound sticks of butter. I didn't know this song was in this playlist. Alright, so we got our butter in there in relatively small pieces. There's still, you can still see the clumps of butter, but it's not melted in is the important part. It's still cold, small bits of butter. Hey, Marwicum. Questioning my pronunciation on that. So we got our biscuit dough almost done here. Actually, I forgot. We want a little baking powder in there too. Add in our buttermilk and egg. I'm just trying to really quickly get this come together. I want to work this as little as possible to get all of this loose stuff mixed in. Okay, now I'm going to wrap that in plastic. Oh, dad joke. Oh, dad joke. Now, if you got a nice tight-fitting lid, or something that's a little more earth-friendly, then plastic wrap, feel free to use that, but you do want to guard it from the fan in your refrigerator drying it out and pulling any moisture out of it while it rests. And you do want to give it a good 20 minutes or so at a minimum. I'm going to give this a bit longer I'm gonna make my stew, so that's gonna be a minute. But resting it just helps it, mostly allows that flour to absorb all the moisture and liquid that we just added in there between the eggs and the buttermilk and the butter. Though hopefully not very much from the butter. We want that butter to boil in the oven and create air bubbles, so it gives us even more rise than the baking powder. Chicken next, I guess. Great. Nice buns. So I'm going to put these on paper towels since there's so much, like the diaper even couldn't handle it all. And yeah, let's use the cutting board. I was trying to be nice and save myself dishes, but that's just not going to happen with this. These things need to be dried off if they're going to be getting any decent sear at all, so boneless, skinless thighs, if anyone's guessing what I'm working with here. Chicken, boneless, skinless thighs. Pan on, warming up over here, over on the stove. We're just waiting for this to warm up a bit. I'm just going to salt and pepper these since they're going in with the stew. Stew's going to have all the other flavors in there. We just want this to get a nice pure chicken flavor into that stew. Actually, I'm not even peppering these, I'm just salting them. Over on the board. Over on the cutting board. Pan's starting to get a nice light smoke to it. Bit of cooking oil. And they're skinless, but skin side down. Over on the stove. Zoom right. Zoom right. Darn it. Making me push buttons. Over on the stove, I am melting some chicken stock along with that chicken I'm searing. You see what salt does to chicken? I just dried that. You can see the beads of liquid all over the top of that already, just from the salt. How come no one can guess that word, chat? The heck, these scramblers, that was a gimme. Cleaned them, I'm gonna use them again. Now that one can go a little longer. This is the newest piece. This is the hottest area of the fire. So that's why I'm turning the pan, if anyone's guessing why I'm doing that, chat. I'm also going to use up the last of this buttermilk in our stew tonight. That pizza dough used to be happy. It'd be making all sorts of gases. It's more the color I wanted. How so? I keep meaning to do that. That's on my list of things here. Maybe this spring. But I need to. It's been a couple of years since I took everything off of my, produce rack, everything off my dry storage, etc. Pull all of my pans out, pull everything, and just like organize it so things are easy to get to that I actually use. I mean, things change. Sometimes you find a $20 KitchenAid, and all of a sudden you have a KitchenAid. So I don't turn that small guy into shoe leather along with this one. We're going to pull those off. Yeah, let's pull this one off too. Yeah, we can give this one a moment longer. Something I need to put on my list of things is I need a... I guess I could maybe... I need like a dunnage rack. I need a small, low, 6-8 inch off the ground storage for all my stock pots over here. They're just on the ground. They have been for years. Alright, turning the pan off. Leaving all that delicious flavor in there, though. Put the chicken over here for the moment. For anyone. Yeah, that's what we ended up with on our outside sear of our skinless chicken. Little organization minute here, and we're done with that too. Pots and pans in accessible places, which is what drove my comment about the stock pans. Plus, I'm taking stuff I don't use too often downstairs. Yeah. Yeah, I've started. I've had the little wire rack there for some time now, ever since I'm probably 2 to 3 years now. I've had that little wire rack back there, and I've more recently been throwing pans on there because it has empty space and nowhere else in my kitchen has empty space.
Over on the cutting board. Over on the cutting board. This is a different scene. I got rid of the other scene because I have voice controls and I could just say cutting board camera. There we go. The problem with too many more scenes than Stream Deck buttons. Yeah, I know you can use folders, but it's more buttons. Different type of more buttons. I feel like I'm sounding like Yoga Berry right now. Chat's like, who's that? Uh-oh, chocolate lovers. Uh-oh. I'm defrosting a steak for tomorrow off stream. You know the rule, Cosmic. Pictures or it didn't happen. I'm making up for not cutting these this way last stream for the stir fry by cutting them this way for my stew. Sorry, crinkly bag sounds.
Hey, pizza.
I'm making pizza on Sunday. I've started the dough. Letting it just hang out all evening. Pizza police coming after me.
But otherwise, I've already made up a biscuit dough. I've already seared off some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And right now I'm chopping up veggies for my stew. Oh, what I would give to be able to raise this counter up about 6 inches.
He would change so many things, though. I could no longer fit my monitor over there. But it'd be so much nicer on my back when I'm here chopping. I wouldn't be down. Which is like what I feel like I am when I'm doing this. If I had my total choice, total option of what I would have here, this would be a sandwich stand. You know, the underneath refrigeration with easy access to the top. Maybe I can even find a home one where I can keep my knives here. The rest of it I can put other, like all the stuff underneath here, other than the basic cutlery, I could put on the rack over there. Knives and cutlery are the only things I'd be like, I want a place for those up near here. What else am I forgetting that I need to chop for this other than green onion? Got these partial ones, so they're going to be perfect for putting in the actual dealio. Dealio, that's what I'm calling my stew, by the way. Technical term, you know, historic to France. I'm going to add more green onion to this a bit later, but I'm not going to chop that up just yet. Alright, back over onto the stove. Over on the stove. What was that, Buns? Getting away from snow is the whole reason I moved out here in the first place. I'm out of coffee. I had to switch to water. Well, I'm not out of coffee. I just opened a new bag of coffee, but I'm out of made, prepared, drinkable coffee. Cheers. So, we've had the heat on this for a moment. Getting back warm again. We take our nasty piece of butter. I got it all dirty. Lubricating a pan. Off stream. I lubricated a pan off stream, chat. I don't know if that really means anything to anyone, but it just sounded indecent, so I put a little emphasis on it. Chicken leftovers, chicken fond. Here's our butter for our roux. For anyone keeping track of our ingredients and how I'm adding a roux to this, even though I'm not doing just butter and flour at the same time. There's a French term for this, too. Which I don't remember that either. Does Zeke's really have you trained thinking that everything with a roux is a gumbo? I think even Zeke's would want to correct that. Alright, adding our onion in there with a pinch of salt, because you always want to add a little salt in there when you add something to the pan. Just a general rule, not a hard rule. You smell that butter, it smells amazing. Oh, that's why I'm paying for pricier butter right now. That's why it smells amazing. Do I like chicken fat? It's okay. I honestly don't know a ton about chicken fat off the... Just saying that, because, like, I don't know its smoke point. I don't know... Oh, it's not just Hungarian, but yeah. It's chicken fat. It's probably everywhere that they raise chickens after we created them. Hey chat, you want to go chicken hunting? and start preheating our oven to 350 for baking our biscuits. Excuse me, 450. Welcome, router. Oops. That's not where I wanted to go. That's what I wanted to do. Working on sauteing up some onions in a whole bunch of butter and the fond from searing our chicken thighs. So we're getting started with the basis of our stew right now. I've got the biscuit dough that I'm going to put over the top of the stew and bake over the top of the stew in the refrigerator. We got our chicken hidden down here in front of me that I've already seared off. I'm also making pizza dough for on Sunday. It's fermenting right now, or proofing. It's jiggly. It's got lots of air in it right now. Gonna add the remaining buttermilk that I have in with that bag of chicken stock that I defrosted. Making sure to get all those goodies out of the bottom of that buttermilk. I gave it a pretty good shake so there weren't any big lumps or anything. Did I not cut you? Did you get past my knife without getting fully cut? How dare you? So here is our seared, but obviously not fully cooked chicken. Cutting board camera. And we'll give this a against the grain chop here. These are just baby sweet peppers. Gonna add back in the green onions that I'm planning on cooking all the way through. Mustard powder. Cayenne. Whole bunch of dried oregano. Bit of dried thyme. Onion powder, garlic powder, and flour. Now that that's all warmed up nicely, we're starting to get that flour all gummy. We'll add in our buttermilk and chicken stock combo. Oops. Making a mess. Nice buns.
Oh, hey. Frozen broccoli. Now we just need that to come up to a boil and thicken up nicely. I'm sure the broccoli ice cubes in there right now are not helping that situation, but the oven beeping, coming up to 450 degrees for our biscuit topping. Make use of these yeasties that survived not making it into my pizza dough tonight. They're gonna become part of my egg wash for on top of our biscuits, which, if anyone knows what goes on with yeast there, that's gonna give us some nice savoriness. On top of our crust. Thank you for the follow. All right, flame off here. Just going to let that sit and hopefully thicken a little bit. We'll come back over here and we're going to roll out our biscuit topping and make our egg wash. Grab our biscuit dough from earlier. No spice in that at all. No spice in my biscuits. Just plain boring. That is not what I wanted. Let's try that. Nope, that's not going to work either. Guess we're going with this one. There we go.
I am going to book fold this once before I roll it out to roughly my pan's diameter. Alright, flame back on over here on the stove. Again, bringing this back up to heat. And wondering why this hasn't thickened at all yet. Tempted to add a touch more flour to this. But I don't want it to be one of those cases where it had a delayed thickening and then it becomes too thick. No one likes a delayed thickening. Yeah, I just feel like that needs some more flour chop. I'm not too worried about cooking the flour flavor out, considering this is going to be in the oven for I'm going to say 15 minutes. Could be 18. More concerned with the flour potentially clumping, but I don't think that's going to be a major concern considering I'm dropping it on the veggies to mash it up pretty well. There we go. Now we're getting some thickening going on.
No.
Oh, egg wash. I need to make an egg wash. Need to make an egg wash. Yeah, I am trying to not turn that broccoli into absolutely army green, but it's gonna have to bake too, so it's gonna get some cook time. Alright, adding the chicken to this. And we're going to patch this all together and send it off to oven land. Heat off there. I'm at the very least, let's do 4. I'm going to chop a couple of air holes using an apple core into my biscuit dough. We'll layer this over the top. Oven's already preheated. That is now going into our 450. Oh, egg wash, egg wash, egg wash, egg wash, egg wash. Egg wash over the top. Our egg and yeast egg wash. Alright, sending it in the oven. Timer set for 15 minutes. putting the flour away, chat. I think I can do that now. Ooh, resub. Who be resubbing?
Yay, Chefia, one wiggle.
Thank you, Cosmic. For 1 year. 14 months. 14 months. What am I forgetting? That I'm not putting off until we're done with that. We're done with this. We can put a lid on you. Save you for, I don't know, some other project. See what the yeast do with this. And put it in the fridge. I'm sure the yeast are loving being in that egg. So which spice choice do we have, Cosmic? Go over to the Discord here. Wonder how my So around the middle in January, I'm going to be doing my own homemade seasoning and letting chat choose between garlicky lemon pepper, Italian mixed herbs and garlic, chicken stock, ranch, or Creole. Creole. Creole's fighting its way back. Italian mixed herbs with the early lead. Ooh, we get a new ingredient suggestion? We had several people add suggestions to the Discord here for Wednesday vote. Please feel free to make your own in the ingredient suggestions channel. Ones with the most votes are going to go to the next week's vote. Sort of a quiet night tonight. See who else is out there streaming tonight.
Nice, Cosmic. Well,
Interesting. Wonder if I change this. Interesting. All sorts of interesting stuff happening out there on the interwebs. Seeing if there's any new food news. Other than Pizza Hut firing all of its delivery people in California. Local restaurant news, which is boring. Bah. That's boring. What does this say about this year, chat? That King Arthur's recipe, Arthur's flour, which does all sorts of recipe stuff because they want you to use their flour. Their recipe of the year is chocolate chip cookies. What does that say about 2023, chat? "17 most saved recipes of 2023. Chili, bread pudding. Like, there's nothing innovative or interesting to any of these recipes that I'm seeing, like, being celebrated at year end. And I don't know, maybe we just had that growth spurt of knowledge of, oh, hey, we live in an international world and there's stuff all over the place that's fun to combine. I don't know. Now that looks delicious. But is that a oh, that's like a sheet or a 9 by 13. It doesn't look nearly as good there as it did in the photo over here. Yeah. That was what I was looking at. I was like, is that like a normal cake or pie-like shape? That's gorgeous. But that's just like chocolate mousse, isn't it? Shrimp with lobster sauce. Shocker there. That sounds hugely complicated. Let's take lobster sauce and add it to other seafood. Baked chicken parmesan. Now that's at least not, oops. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted, chat. There we go. That I at least haven't seen. Ozzy.
Chefia 1 heart, Chefia 1 heart, Chefia 1 heart.
Hopefully you're feeling a bit better, Ozzy. Ozzy was talking about being a bit under the weather the other day in Discord. And what is your vote on spice I should make next month? It's still next month. Yeah, barely. It's still barely next month that I'm doing this. No, not yams. Thank you for the resub, Ozzy. Oops. I'm maybe like Creole making the comeback attempt. And by the way, chat, we do have the Wednesday vote going on here. It's looking like I'm going to be making dinner and dessert using Arizona iced tea this week. But who knows? I mean, maybe someone can rally the troops and bring cumin. Still got a little over a minute here until we give our first check on our biscuits. See how our biscuits are looking on top of that beautiful chicken deliciousness. We're going to give that a little bit longer. I'm going to say another 3 minutes. What do you think, Buns? I'm chopping right now. Cutting board camera. Nose hair. What nose hair? I don't have no nose hair. You seeing things. Just another one of your burnt bread things. Say something just to think you're gonna make me feel uncomfortable about it. I don't got no nose hair. Let's see what we got down here. It looked a little bit like a mess when I first looked at it. Oh yeah, that looks like a delicious mess, but it looks like a mess. Oh yeah, that's looking a bit messy, but a bit delicious too. I can see from looking in the holes here that the biscuit has risen. There's some thickness there. Even though the gravy is also seeped over the top and cooked all over the top of this. I'm sure that's not going to be delicious, is it? I'm giving it a moment to rest. Take a quick photo of the whole thing. Everyone in chat ready for me to break into this? No answer. Oh, dances. Thank you. There we go, chat. Bit of biscuit. You can see the thickness there. That's certainly thicker than what I rolled it out as. Can I get extra light there, please? Touch more salt. Alright, let's see who's out there tonight. I'm going to let this sit a bit longer, chat. I told chat that I'm going to add a bit more flour to this later on, give it a knead, divide it up, and then refrigerate/freeze it. I might use half of it on Sunday, half of it I'm going to freeze for some future use. I'm going to go and enjoy this deliciousness. This is looking yummy. This is tasting yummy. I can't wait to get into that biscuit topping with all the spice and pepper and yumminess in there. I will be streaming on New Year's Eve. I'm going to be back here on Sunday. I'm going to be making pizza. Going to be making Millionaire's shortbread. Which, if you don't know, is like it's a buttery shortbread with a layer of rich buttery caramel. And then it's topped with ganache. Just yummy. Eating that along with pizza and some purchased caramel corn on New Year's Eve. I hope you come back and join me for that. Join me for the other half of this dough's life. I hope you all have a lovely evening and good night.